Take a fragrance like this. Dior Homme, successful, popular, a game-changing fragrance DNA. Of course, there are people who don't like it, but there are also a lot of people who love it. There's a cult following for these Dior Homme iris-based fragrances, and I gotta say, I'm a part of that cult. I love these scents from Dior. I think they're revolutionary. I think they really changed the game for men's designer fragrances. Companies see how successful this type of fragrance is, and they see how successful and how much attention this fragrance line gets, but then they aim to make something a bit more wearable, a bit more mass appealing to kind of draw people into that fragrance line. Say something like this, Dior Homme Cologne. That's kind of the trend with these designer houses. They'll establish themselves by creating these very nice fragrances for men, and then they'll kind of start to branch off and create an Eau Fraiche or a Cologne or an Aqua, one of those various types of names. But basically they're taking that original DNA and either just modifying it slightly to create a bit more of a fresher scent, or in the situation here, completely changing the formula. These two obviously smell nothing alike, but it is kind of the example I wanted to go with for this video, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going over 10 of the best Aqua, Eau Fraiche, Cologne type fragrance releases that are out there. Now, we do have 2 honorable mentions, and the reason why these are honorable mentions is because these are no longer in production. So stock on discounters like FragranceNet and FragranceX are going to be up and down. Sometimes they'll come into stock for a limited time and then sell out really quickly, or in some situations they just haven't been in stock for a long time. That's why they're honorable mentions, because they aren't really available anymore. But I still want to include these because I want you to know that these are great scents, and if you ever do see them come up in the wild for a good price, they're worth checking out. Well, let's go ahead and go over both of them real quick. Spice Bomb Eau Fraiche by Victor and Rolf, and Guerlain L'Homme IDL Cologne. This one especially, I'm sure you've heard about. It's been really getting a lot of buzz here. It seems like now that it got discontinued, the interest has really picked up. It's funny how that goes, and it sucks because this fragrance is great. It's sad it's discontinued. Spice Bomb Eau Fraiche. This one didn't get a whole lot of attention, but it is great. It's honestly probably my second favorite in the Spice Bomb line. The Extreme kind of being my first favorite, but again, both of these are discontinued. Can't really get them anymore, so they're honorable mentions. So moving into the actual list, we have Fendi Aqua. Great scent that is a little bit polarizing for some. Like I mentioned multiple times, not for everyone. You gotta like unique, different, aquatic summer fragrances to like this one. But if you do like that sort of thing, you'll probably appreciate this one. It's leathery, it's woody, it's spicy, and it has a bit of a watery, aquatic type of smell. Not your typical designer fragrance for sure, and it's a really solid release coming from the original Fendi Pour Homme DNA. They kind of created a lighter, fresher version. You could see the blue coloration of the fragrance itself. Very fitting, very nice summer scent for those who want something a bit different. Azzaro Chrome Aqua. This one has been one of my favorites lately. Of course, the Azzaro Chrome line has been out for a long time now. Azzaro Chrome, the original, very popular. It's in all of the big, designer stores, all the Sephora's, Macy's, whatever. You're going to see Azzaro Chrome, and you're going to see a lot of people still buy that stuff. A lot of people buy it at retail. Don't buy any Azzaro fragrance at retail, or really any fragrance at all that you can avoid. Get them at discounters. I will link all of these fragrances below to authentic discount websites for you to pick these up. And oftentimes you can get these for like less than half the price of what they're normally asked for on retail. So Azzaro Chrome Aqua does smell really nice, and it's really probably one of my favorites in the Azzaro Chrome line. This one and Chrome United are really, really nice, but Aqua especially is a great Aqua version of Azzaro Chrome. It's nice stuff here. Don't sleep on it. Pick it up at a discounted price. It's great for summertime. Up next here we have Valentino Aqua. So I've heard rumors about this one being discontinued as well, and I don't know for sure, but what I do know is last time I checked, these are still in stock on FragranceX. Again, that link will be down below. They have a 4.2 ounce full pres, and they also have 4.2 ounce testers. Whichever one is cheaper, sometimes for whatever reason, the testers are actually more expensive than full presentation. Just it's kind of a weird thing that happens sometimes, but whichever one is cheaper, get that one, because these do not have caps, so you don't have to worry about not getting a cap if you get a tester. So highly recommend that you do pick this one up if you want the Valentino Uomo DNA, but with a bit of a tomato accord. You still get the iris, but it's a bit of a more watery and light iris. It's just that DNA freshened up and lightened up. It smells great. My only thing about this one is, to me, there's nothing that's really aqua about it. Like, there's not really a watery or aquaticness about it. I think a more appropriate name would have been something like Eau Fraiche or Cologne or something. It's not really aqua, but it is fresher than Valentino Uomo, of course, Valentino Uomo Intense. I really like this scent, guys. This one's great, and it's going to be the cheapest out of all of the Uomo fragrances, so get it while you can, while it's in stock. Valentino Uomo Aqua. Up next here, we have Terre d'Hermes Eau Fraiche. This, of course, is the most summer-friendly version of the Terre d'Hermes line. Typically, Terre d'Hermes and Eau Intense Vetiver are kind of all year-round type of scents, like signature scents for the most part. They aren't really good for one specific season. They are very woody, so typically summer is not going to be your first choice to be wearing them like outdoors. But the Eau Fraiche version, this one focuses a lot on the citruses. You still do get that woodiness in here, but the citruses really overcome, especially in the opening. And just smelling it, this stuff smells incredible. It's a great, great Eau Fraiche version of the line. And again, it's going to be the easiest to get into. If you want to get into Terre d'Hermes, but you're kind of scared about the orange and vetiver and, very, very dry woodiness that it is, start out with something like this. And if you like this, then that may be a good indication that maybe you can move into trying Terre d'Hermes Eau de Toilette or Eau Intense Vetiver, because, this does carry some of the backbone of those scents. It's just way more lightened up. One of the most popular Eau Fraiche fragrances out there. You hear about this one all the time, or at least a few years back you used to all the time. It still gets some love. It still gets some talk. It's one of my personal favorites, but I do think that the hype train and the wave just kind of died down for this one. It's Versace Man Eau Fraiche. This one completely overshadowed the original Versace Man in terms of, the hype it gets in the community. You really don't see anyone talk about the original purple bottle Versace Man, which smells absolutely nothing like this. That is a tobacco and saffron scent. This one is a starfruit and musk and citrus scent, so completely different here. This has, really nothing similar to the original DNA. Some of these fragrances do, some don't. This is one that doesn't. So if you like Versace Man, you're going to have to smell this one to see if you like it, because there's no resemblance there. It's completely fresh, citrusy, in its own thing. But it is one of my personal favorites. It's one of the fragrances I started my collection with way back when I first started. I bought this one and Nautica Voyage at the same time. Those are the first two official fragrances that I purchased. So, for me, it's a great scent. I still do like to wear it from time to time in the summertime, even though it may be a bit played out. Versace Man Eau Fraiche, without a doubt, one of the most popular ones in terms of the Eau Fraiche category. Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau Fraiche. This is the new 2020 release, I believe. Yeah, I think this one did come out this year. I like it a lot. Surprisingly more than I thought. It's probably going to be my second favorite. The EDP still probably going to be my number one, and this one at number two. And then the Eau de Toilette and Live are just kind of there. I don't think Live was really necessary, and the Eau de Toilette just doesn't perform that good. I think EDP is probably the best out of the line easily. This one coming in at a close second. It's an Eau Fraiche, but it's surprisingly better than you think, and it's surprisingly somewhat unique. I think this one really has a lot to offer. At the moment, it's not going to be on discounters, so if you want it, you're going to have to pay retail, and that's going to be up to you if you think it's worth paying retail. I would sample it first. For me personally, I would wait till it hits discounters, probably this summer, I would imagine. It's been a few months since it's been out, so I would say coming up, it will hopefully be working its way into discounters. I bought this one at retail so I could share my info to you guys. Not sure it's something I would do again, and I can't really recommend you to purchase it at retail either. Just stick it out. It should be hitting discounters here soon. Dior Eau Sauvage Cologne. Of course, the Eau Sauvage fragrance itself, the Eau de Toilette, is a popular classic men's designer fragrance. It's one of your citrus aromatics. Very popular, very timeless, very, somewhat can be considered old school, kind of fits in with the aromatic fougere category in terms of people may smell it, think it smells a bit dated. But the cologne version smells incredible. It's citrus, just done in one of the best ways possible. Dior really does a great job with citrus, in my opinion. Even though they are kind of known for the Dior Homme iris fragrances, which they do iris very well, they really can do citrus pretty well too, and that's an example here with this one. Great summer, vibrant citrus fragrance, and just a great cologne scent overall. Up next here we have Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. I've said it before, probably one of the best cologne summer releases within the past few years. Givenchy knows what they're doing. They've been kind of hiding in the background, in the shadows, observing all these other higher up designer brands, and well, now they're kind of making a comeback with this scent. They've done a great job with Givenchy Gentleman EDP, and now this one to follow. It's incredible. It's very unique. It smells nothing like really any other cologne fragrance out there or summer fragrance, and I think that's awesome. If you want something different and just something a bit out of the ordinary at an affordable price, check this one out. Dior Homme Cologne. Of course, you guys knew this one was going to find its way in here somewhere. Here it is. I love it. You guys know that. One of the best summer fragrances, in my opinion, for me, that's out there, and probably one of the best cologne fragrances. I mean, this scent DNA, how it smells, just makes me happy. I mean, this stuff just makes me happy. There's no other way to put it. Like, if you tell me or ask me what smells like summer, this is what I'm going to tell you. Dior Homme Cologne. I've said enough. And finally, in my opinion, one of the most successful, popular aqua fragrances out there, it's Invictus Aqua. Now, I am holding the 2018 bottle here, but you guys know what started it, what started the hype. It is the frosted glass 2016 version. Invictus came out, and of course it got its hate, but it also got a lot of love. And Invictus Aqua came out, and it exploded. Everyone was wearing and talking about and featuring Invictus Aqua. Then it got reformed. People kind of let go. They re-released the 2018. It got some attention, but still nowhere near as close to the 2016 OG Invictus Aqua. I mean, a lot of it's just because, the interest died out. This was a couple years of not being produced, and people found other things. They got, other stuff, and that was really it. They kind of killed it there because they were really on a roll with that scent. But the 2016, 2018, whatever, Invictus Aqua, this DNA is just one of the best out there for summer. The best aqua fragrance and the most aqua or popular aqua fragrance, in my opinion. It's great stuff. Invictus Aqua, you can't beat it. For summertime, it's a beast. So guys, that was going to do it for me. That was 10 of the best aqua, cologne, Eau Fraiche fragrances out there for men. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. All these will be linked down below. If you want to pick any of them up, check out those links down there. That's going to do it, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow night with another one. Take care.